Master?
Sure.
Acknowledgement.
Yes?
Master?
Sure.
objection. One moment. I believe I understood that, Master. It may not have been his intention, but he did actually communicate something. Translation. Result. I believe I have succeeded in confusing him, Master. We have shown an interest not common among outsiders. Translation. Translation. He is expressing disbelief, as am I, but his duty requires that he report to his chieftain. Extrapolation. It would seem that we are at least worthy of curiosity for the moment. I would much rather this get bloody, Master, but it is your call. Translation. I can translate with some guarantee of accuracy that he is demanding to know why he should let us survive this encounter, Master. Extrapolation. I understand that you are force-sensitive, Master, but I lack sufficient knowledge to make an accurate assumption. Hypothesis. Perhaps your ability does not take the place of actual language study when the subject is out of the ordinary. Or perhaps the Sand People confuse your ability because they actively refuse to communicate with most outsiders. I have no data on this, sadly. Translation. Translation. He claims he has no reason to believe you, Master. Your kind have tainted this land with machines and uncaring, ignorant feet. Translation. He requires proof of good faith. We must make a contribution to his people that shows we are not a threat. Shall I blast him now, Master? Translation. Translation. He plans to move his people farther from Anchorhead, but they need to build up stores of water first. He says you must aid him. Translation. He wants moisture evaporators from the Zerka. If you deliver them, he will order that his people reduce their attacks on miners. Translation. Translation. He says that will never happen, Master. Ignorant outsiders continually desecrate their most reverential customs. This will always demand a response, an attitude I can respect. Protocol. From his perspective, a reduction is already a large step. It is doubtful you will get agreement on much more than that. Translation. Translation. He does not believe you, Master. We will only be allowed to re-enter the Enclave when we have the evaporators with us. Translation. We are to be escorted outside. He will wait, but he doesn't believe we are coming back.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else? I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us. Then I'll take those off your hands, but the real prize is still out there. Yes, we're still waiting for you to return with the Sand People Chieftain's Gaffy stick. I'll reward you well when you do. We don't have any new information on the subject. It's still possible that they have an And I would remind you that you did agree to do this task for Zerka Corporation. We expect completion in a timely manner. I should remind you that you were not retained as a diplomatic representative. You are a hunter, and should go after your prey as we agreed. You are not authorized to do anything other than deliver what was promised. Do so, and don't talk of this foolishness again. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants. Zerka Corporation policy is not subject to your approval. It is a sound business model. Save us your commentary. If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the Swoop Track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. Of course. Zerka Corporation records are available at our representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. For your needs here, we maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases. Certainly. Please pose your questions to the representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. Of course. I could just tell you now. No sense in being so secretive. It's all fairly obvious. Mining operations here have not been a success. The ore is substandard, and there's less of it than surveys indicated. With the Sand People raids on top of it all, it's no wonder this planet has been abandoned before. The company would be foolish to stay. It will be costly, but in the end, leaving will be cheaper than staying. I imagine all the heavy equipment will be abandoned. It's not worth shipping out things like sand crawlers. Maybe the Jawas will find a use for them when we're gone. That's a laugh. No one knows. There are odd energy fluctuations on this planet, but they defy analysis or explanation. But the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is useless for construction. It degrades incredibly fast. Word is getting out about it too. We're running out of buyers. Zerka Corporation is not doing well here. We can't ignore evidence that Anchorhead was settled more than once before, and abandoned each time. There's probably a century between each attempt, just long enough for records about why it failed to disappear. The Jawas scavenge ancient tech all the time. It's a remote world. Who knows what's here? Very well, though I do have work to get back to. Farewell. Zerka Corporation welcomes your future inquiries.
Ki mulira kun king. Tong hitwama ag inko tune. Kakin chan Baba Hassan. Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira. Tong hitwama jiko na. Tong kipa non kunek abog. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga tangi tuamaji human ak in ikatune chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna mulira tangi tuamaji kona. Tong kipa non kunek abog ki mulira kun kin. Tong hitwama ag inko tune. Baba Hassan Shan. No ba mulira tilay kuka. Kakin cha nawabagaon. Bagwa shan kontimachit
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need authorization in triplicate, but not me. Good hunting out there.
Extrapolation. This guard doesn't appear honored to have the job of greeting us. Translation. Translation. He will take us before the chieftain, as he was instructed to do. Translation. He did not expect us to return, Master. He wonders if we have brought the moisture evaporators. Translation. Translation. He does not trust you, Master, but you have done more than any other outsider. They will not attack, and he grants you his chieftain's gaffy as reward. Translation. The attacks will be reduced, and he will allow you to explore this enclave, but be warned that any lack of respect will result in death. Protocol. If you truly want this sadly peaceful arrangement to continue, be careful of what you ask. Translation. Translation. He says that what you seek is far from here in the eastern Dune Sea. He will give you a map so you can find your way. Translation. His people found it but didn't scavenge it because a crate dragon took up residence in the excavation. Translation. Translation. Your ignorance isn't his concern. He claims there is a hunter that wanders the area sometimes and that you should ask him. Translation. The hunter is a Twi'lek. He will be in the eastern Dune Sea somewhere. Protocol. This will be a very sensitive topic, Master. You will want to be careful with your questions or risk offending him. Not that that is much of a worry. Translation. Translation. We are free to leave.
Matrimonio cortunando kumulira. Ukumigli, chonaking chimma, bulala mucha.
Yes?
Yes?
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation. Is this about bounties or something else? I see that, but do you have the all-important chieftains, Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us. Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerga Corporation thanks you. I'm sure. Zerga Corporation thanks you again.
You, please, have you reconsidered? I must sell this Desert Raid plate, but I have no license. Can you help? It's the bone plate from the head of the Desert Raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back. Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They are worth more than 500 credits. You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits. $700 credits! Oh, thank you. It is more than generous of you. I don't know what to say. I just don't.
This is how we Jedi should always act. With honor.
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Anything you want? I don't have a lot of time for talk, so please, make it quick. All right, but I'm not sure what I could say to interest you. I just work on the crawlers. I repair the sand crawlers when they return from the mines. They get pretty banged up, even without the attacks. I guess they have been happening a lot less frequently lately. Anything to do with that? Thanks. I hope Zerka paid you well for it. Whatever it was, it wouldn't have been enough for me. Well, it's a hole in the galaxy as far as I'm concerned. I doubt this outpost will last much longer. But that's happened before and will happen again. Anchorhead has been resettled a few times now. Well, Tatooine fools people. It looks like it might have a good supply of resources, but it doesn't. Before a company learns this, they've already set up communities to support operations they now can't afford. Company pulls out, cities dry up, and after a few years, someone that doesn't know why it failed tries again. No one is. I guess it looked like a promising mining planet, but the metal, I tell you, it just isn't right. I've been a mechanic my whole life, and I've never seen anything corrode as fast as Tatooine metal. It's why whoever was here before left, and why Zerka will leave, and why whoever comes next will leave. Well, Tatooine fools people. It looks like it might have a good supply of resources, but it doesn't. Before a company learns this, they've already set up communities to support operations they now can't afford. Company pulls out, cities dry up, And after a few years, someone that doesn't know why it failed tries again. All right then, back to work, I guess.
How can I help? Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan. It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however. Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded. True, I suppose, and yet the outcome of that battle was unexpected. To all of us, Revan's end was unforeseen. As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need authorization in triplicate, but not me. Good hunting out there.
Trapped under here. Please help me. Please help! I can't get out! 3, 2, 1.
I'm tired of waiting, Comad. How big can this dragon of yours be? I'm going in.
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk ning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku honkabe. Runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk ning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe.
Jeda badawana ni di bobo. Dong na bungsha nununya. Dong patukasmak talea.
Runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk ning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk ning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk ning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk ning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tuk ning chatukune mulerabes. Kachikun idahadonga. Iking kuno pamulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
Jedo badawana ni di bobo. Dong nabungsha nununya. Dong patukasmak talea.
Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunodek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes.
Mucho shak pakat. Kiye no no namapaole rachikun.